Charlie, what were you feeling when you picked up that second foul and had to sit out for a long stretch?
Yeah, I sat out for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes, I don't know. Um, it just reminded me like I can't afford to do that to my team because they need me. Like on the floor, I have to play 40 minutes, and tonight I didn't play 40 minutes because I couldn't because I was in foul trouble early. So that right there just tells me like after this game, like no more. Like I can't do it. I can't afford to have my team in that type of predicament. It's not fair for me, not fair for my team. Like it just makes it hard for us when I'm not on the floor, and I realize that. And so for me, I have to be more smart and be more careful.
Did you think, man, I could have scored 50 if I played more?
Yeah, could have scored 50, but it's just the way that the game was played. I feel like we all were involved. So they did good when I wasn't on the floor. And so that's what it takes, when players like me get out of the game, we have to figure out different ways to. But, it would be easier if I was on the floor.
Thank you.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, Charlie, just in that first half when you went out, everybody else kind of really picked you up. I'm curious what you thought about the play of Diona and Andre out there. It feels like they kind of came in and provided that physical edge while you weren't able to play, and they kind of made it easy on Vic, so he didn't have to insert you, and you didn't have to worry about picking up that third foul. So just what do you make of those two in your absence?
Yeah, no, I feel like Deanna, especially, she went out there as a freshman, like it was her first college game, and she did well. Almost, she could have had a triple double. She had 5 blocks, all close from a double double, but I thought she really handled herself well. I feel like she didn't fold. I feel like there were a few times where she could have shot the ball more, but I feel like she definitely stepped up. Audrey as well, always has been physical since our freshman year. That's just the way that she plays, and uh, I'm just really proud of them both. Stepping up and being that what we need for our team in that trouble.
And then, for you, just from an emotional standpoint, obviously it's been such a long layoff last season, ended so abruptly. Y'all go through a coaching change. We're still in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You kind of get to disconnect from that for a couple of hours and just play basketball. I know it still is a strange setting out there with no fans, everybody wearing masks, but just for you, what did it mean to just be back on the court?
It meant a lot to me. Like you said, we went that long stretch without being on the court. I mean, it's different practicing all the time, but when you're actually in a game setting. And so it was just like a sign of, wow, like, you're back at where you love, if you love basketball, like this meant a lot to you. So that's one reason why, when I got foul trouble, I'm like, man, it's been so long. Now I'm back on, I'm back on the bench. And so I can't, like I said earlier, that's on me. I can't afford to have that done for my team, put them in that trouble. So that's on me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kirk, you're up.
Charlie, any type of celebration in the locker room? Did y'all dump Gatorade on Vic or anything like that?
I think it's too early for that. But he was really proud of us. He did express that he was really super proud of us, the way that we played defensively. We almost put up 100, and so that's a good statement. The first game, that, like I said in the last press conference, that's what we want to do is make a statement early, and I feel like we did that today.
Was it a complete win, did you feel like, pretty much in every phase?
We had some hiccups here and there. We had some bumps, but for the most part, I feel like for the first game, it was a good start.
And the way y'all attack the basket with the athletes that you have, is that going to be pretty much a staple for this team?
Yeah, dribble drive. That's our thing. That's what we do. Mm-hmm. That's what Vic brought to this team. So we do that. Right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Carter, go ahead.
Hi, Charlie. You came out on fire in the third quarter, and I don't think you committed a single foul in the second half. What was Coach Schaefer's message to you at halftime, and how did you implement that in the second half?
He actually told me, like during the game, he was like, see, if you wouldn't have fouled, you would have been out there. But he was like making a joke out of it, like, we need you on the floor. So it was just a mindset for me. I'm like, just don't foul, Charlie. Like, it was a silly foul too. So he was just telling me, be smart. We need you on the floor, obviously, and just stuff like that.
Anything else for Charlie? Great. Thank you. Congrats.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Hook 'em.